So now, Donu and Deka is probably the best option for us here. We want to do this option that gives us 2 shops. Do we want to do question marks in this zone? The question marks are also exciting to me, but I think maybe I want to go for a good, nice relic. Well, this is a horrible, horrible turn. Horrible turn. Excuse me? What was this turn? Take 10 damage. So my draw pile only has 2 things left. Guess I'll draw a card, I'll see what I get. This is good, because I can do this. And then I can just do a Glacier. And I think that's given me enough block. Alright. That sucked. I guess I'll do this now. This is good because now I can do compile driver. And I think he's just close to death. Another claw would be lovely. I don't think we take any of these. Again, a pretty horrible first turn. I can bring Zap back. I can gain. And what are these turn ones that we're getting? Well, no, I can get Sweeping Beam back. Do some more area damage. Are you serious right now? Yeah, we desperately need some card removals. Looks like the plan. There are some zero cost things that I could draw. Okay. Glacier makes the most sense, I think. Or what's in our draw? You know what? Let's live a little dangerously. Because I can now do dual cast. Charge battery. And I can put claw back in my hand, I guess. I can put zap in my hand. Or I can make it so that like, we have to use these because otherwise it's gonna be like too good to use syndrome, where I just never actually used. Oh, that's a lot of damage. We gotta go cool-headed. Recursion for the energy. Let's do sweeping beam. Let's rebound on compile on cool-headed. Because we are avoiding damage this turn. Okay, I think we took a bad amount of damage, but in the end I think we're fine. So how do we want to do this? Bop, and then charge battery, and then just try and kill them all in one turn. Oh no, except these guys are gonna gain armor. Well, I messed that up pretty badly. Yeah, I messed that up actually really badly. Well, we have a lot of zero cost things. There's my claw. You're dead. That's 15. That's... Let's look at all the energy we have. Defend, skim, because we need to really do something with all of this energy. Can we get a... Yes, we can get a frost orb. And... let's do a free recursion on this. And I don't know how much plasma we've channeled in this fight. And we're not gonna be able to find out because... okay, this isn't the fight to try and farm the achievement for farming, channeling 9 plasma in one combat. So do we want cool-headed or do we want compile driver? How many compile drivers do we have? Only one. And we've got lots of cool-headed. Actually, no, we've just got 2 cool-headed, but I think we should balance them out like this. I'll take a compile driver, upgraded compile driver, no less. Okay, we get a lot of our health back, that's good. I feel like defragment, I gotta get defragment. I hope it applies to the plasma orb as well. Get this trash out of my deck. And play defragment. Or get defragment. Excuse me? Shuffle your discard into your draw and then draw 1. And it's 0 cost, but we can't buy it. Okay. So what, hang on, what did I buy? And is that, I feel like defragment is ultimately better. Because it'll leave our deck. Alright. So Glacier. Recursion. Charge battery, and that's all we can do on turn 1. Well, I can bring recursion back, but why would I? Why would I exhaust my card to do that? So at least we're not taking damage. Do a bit of damage across the board. Get some nice. I think rebound compile driver. Defragment kind of has to be the play. Gain a bit of this action. What good stuff could we draw? We could draw some nice 0 cost stuff. Or do we want to draw? Well, I mean everything we're doing is gonna draw. So let's channel 1 Frost. And then the question is, do we want to draw 1? Do we want to draw 3? What's I think we or like, do we want to deal damage and then draw 2, or deal no damage and draw 3? I think we want to deal no we want to deal some damage, and I think we want to draw 2. And as long as we're taking less than 17 damage in this battle, which yeah, we didn't get anything good. Should I use my block potion? Should I use I'll use my fire potion. And I'll kill this guy. Because now we're not taking any damage. I think that was a good trade. Now things are a little scary. I think I want to focus down the guy in the front. We do have some draw in this group. So what we can do is cool-headed. Claw again. Recursion. Scrape is just a good idea, I think. Well, let's zap first. Scrape had so much potential, but ultimately you botched it. So I'm gonna cash in my hologram, and I'm gonna... What's in my draw? There's enough good stuff in my draw that I'm gonna use Skim. Now we're not taking any damage. And I'd say we played that pretty well. Great time for compile driver. Dual cast. And now he's he's just dead. Self-repair is a very interesting thing and is gonna make me feel much better about myself. So I'm just gonna take that. Another hologram is is an idea. Alright. So we do want to go to the shop. Get the healing. Do we get another defragment? Ooh, that's so tempting. Do we want to do... is there gonna be another shop? Not unless one of these, Hang on, did I accidentally not take anything from that shop? Man, like, it is so dangerous playing with a controller. I will take defragment. Well, no, I cannot afford defragment. So I guess I have no choice. I have no choice. Random skills could be an interesting idea, but really, let's get the strike out of our face. Now, we can get 2 more campsites. So we should improve our draw. And then start improving our recursions. Or we could improve our defragment. No, we really need to improve our draw. Elite combat, I think, has to be what we do, given that we are at full health. This is a scary fight, because this guy does a lot of damage. A lot of damage really quickly. Let's get some more cards in first. Alright. We... Okay, this makes sense. I'll maybe start working on... Ooh, hey, we got another skim. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do dual cast. Recursion. Now we're not taking damage. We have a lot of... What do we have in here that's zero cost? Well, only the zap. So I'm gonna do this. We didn't draw the defragment, which is very sad. We don't have to play self-repair right now. Let me just do another one of these ones. Because we're not taking any damage. So what do we want to keep in our hand? I think we want to keep Scrape. So how about we... And we'll scrape the guy in the back just so you're gone. And we'll play our zap. And pretty big first turn. Happy with how that went. Defragment has to happen. Compile driver. And claw on you. I guess I'll keep mowing the lawn, getting these guys You know what, let's get our recursion right now. Right, let's do a bit of this action. Alright, cool-headed. Let's do this. We've got some good zero-cost stuff that we can draw. So let's see if we can do any of that. Let's just get his friends dead. You know what? Do we have any draw left? We do. Recursion again. Don't mind if I do. And then double compile driver. I guess rebound. Rebound. Where did this wound in my deck come from? This is kind of. I guess even though it doesn't do anything right now, I'll dual cast this to put the plasma orb back in front. Let's skim first. Cool-headed. Let's rebound cool-headed. No, let's rebound scrape. Because we might not draw what we need this time. We got one of the things that we needed. We could get lucky with the 50-50 on what the lightning orb targets. So let's get your health down lower. And then I will compile driver. I will scrape again, hoping that I get recursion. My hand was full at one point, so that kind of sucked. This is going to put the... So what could we draw? If we get... really lucky, we could draw dual cast recursion. Maybe I just do it like that. We did not. So what's in my discard that I could use? We could do Claw, Zap, Dual Cast. Or we could... We can do Self-Repair later on. Let's just avoid some damage right now. How much are we going to be taking? 20... We're going to be taking 16. We could reduce that. But let's okay, this is bad. Let's just do dual cast. Zap, recursion, claw. Compile driver has to come through for us. Let's just get self-repair done. There's the claw. Building up our armor for the turn. So dual cast. Will do a good amount of damage, not enough to kill. With rebound, with this, actually no. Dual cast, recursion, sweeping beam, and you're dead. And we healed back most of the damage we took. Juzu bracelet. Yeah, I don't think we want to fight regular enemies in these battles. We want other interesting um, encounters. So I will take that. All for one. I said that this was the missing part of our build. So I will take that. There's a small chance that this helps us go infinite. Because I could do recursion all for one and bring recursion back, but obviously we need to draw something before it does anything for us. We could do recursion, all for one, hologram, and just keep bringing this same card back over and over. Well, we don't. Well, this does 10 damage as well, so I'll do recursion, and then all for one. Even a dual cast would be horrible. Maybe we'll get the achievement for channeling plasma 9 times in one combat. Bad damage. Alright. How do we want to do this? Zap. There's some good zero costs that we could draw, but none of them showed up. That's okay. In that case, we want to do Rebound Compile Driver. Here's our draw, except it's come very late for us. We can do self-repair later. I think we should do charge. Annoyingly, I think we should do charge battery. I guess we will defragment. I guess we'll just play self-repair because it's here. Rebound compile driver, I think. Or let's do compile driver first. See what we draw. Didn't draw anything that we needed. What's in our discard that we could use? Nothing. We really want one of our recursions to show up. Well, one of them did. So that means now I can do Glacier. I can do Zap. Charge battery again, maybe? Because doing Glacier right now wouldn't be that good. Let's do Sweeping Beam and Charge Battery. I think we have to skim. We didn't get any of our zero costs, but at least we know that they're gonna show up in the next hand. Wait, what does constricted mean? At the end of your turn, take crazy damage. cast. Recursion. No. I should have made it so that I held on to that recursion. I think we can just kill this guy. I was trying to fish for the achievement for channeling a plasma 9 times. It's not gonna happen. Well, nah, he's dead. That's why it's not gonna happen. Do we take Go for the Eyes? I don't think we do. Streamline could become a 0 cost 20 damage card over time. I don't think we take it. Can we maximize our campfires somehow and get... Oh, this would be so good, letter opener, but we need to take the Sapphire key. And I'll take question marks. Again, we'll... in the very last one, we will recall. So for now, we have to smith and start making our recursion. One of our recursions will now become free. This is gonna help us. Do we do this for a rare relic? I think we do. It's gonna be a... Excuse me? Why is there a curse in my hand? Oh, it's because of the cursed key that I... It wasn't because of this event, it was because of the cursed key, right? Because I had to open one chest. There was no getting around it, I had to open one chest. Dual cast would be horrible. Man. This is a garbage first turn. I'm gonna cash in some of my potions on this fight. I'll use the plated armor. And I'll make the front guy vulnerable. This is a pretty garbage turn one. I mean, I'll do it because we might as well. And is there anything in my draw? Well, we can bring Compile Driver back and get a bit of block. Oh, bring Recursion back. Sweeping Beam does damage to both of them, but I want to focus down one of them. Okay, this is interesting. There we go. This is what we needed. Right. This gives us 4 energy. I think if I gain 10 block and channel 2 frost, I could still do skim. So let's do skim first, maybe, and see what we get. I think... So they're doing 25 damage. If I do this, what happens? We gain 10 block and 2 frost. I could evoke my plasma orb right now, actually, and be able to then do defragment as well and gain... I think this is going to be one of those rare cases where... do we have any draw left? We don't have any draw left. And we're going to be paying... Oh no, we're going to be able to kill him because he's vulnerable. Yeah. So... now... if I just defend, then we're not taking any damage. And I don't have to cash in my orb. Okay. But now things are getting scary. What zero cost stuff have we played? A lot of it. I think it's time for... well, we can bring... okay, yeah, we can do some really fun stuff. Let's do a bit of this. Use our recursion. Let's do cool-headed again. All for one. I kind of want to spend this battle farming for the plasma orb achievement, like channel 9 plasma in 1 turn achievement. So maybe we try and do that. Do I really want to do this, though? Is this a sensible use of our talents? Because if I do... and you know what? I should have done a rebound if this was my plan. I should have done rebound. And I'm actually not even gonna use Zap. Wait, is he just adding... is he just constantly adding this nonsense into our Okay, so maybe this scheme is not gonna work. If he's just perpetually adding burns into our deck. Because, well, All For One, the other thing is All For One does do damage. So he was... You know what? This is actually pretty decent. Poor man's barricade. Do we take a Streamline? Nah. Do we take a boot sequence? Block at a turn of our choosing? Nah, let's focus on trying to go infinite. We're gonna be able to upgrade one more card, assuming we beat Donu and Deka. I think this is gonna give us the red mask. Yeah. Which is below... Oh, at the start of each combat apply weak to enemies. Okay. Okay, big giant head. I feel pretty happy about fighting this guy. If this card is in your hand at the end of a turn, it's exhausted. Okay, that's not bad actually. That's not bad. Let's do Rebound Recursion. Let's do Recursion. Well, let's draw a little bit more first. Recursion. That it's very accurate to what a recursion is like in actual computer science situations. But this is where the gravy train comes to an end, because I'm not going to use my hologram. Do I even use my recursion? Well, yes, because I want to bring that orb to the front. There are some zero cost things that we could draw. We did draw one of them, which makes Compile Driver better. Now we have a lot of zero cost things in our discard. And we do want to just bring them all in. Because then we can do some pretty fun stuff. Because we can, first of all, get some more value out of my claw. We can recursion to get more energy. Zap and a dual cast. Recursion to get more energy. Self-repair. Punch you in the face. And we are out of cards to play. Did he get through our block? Did he get through our block? Come on, man. We have All For One again, which is actually really nice. But let's thin out our deck a little bit. I'll actually use this hologram just to make space. Oh no, I'll get this Defend out of my hand. Alright. Cool-headed recursion, I think, is the play. Or no, Compile Driver first. Now we are a little bit low. I'll do... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we have enough room in our hand. Okay. Okay. Recursion. I should have used rebound. We do have another free recursion that could potentially show. You know what? I'm gonna bring it back. I'm running it back. Because now I'll just do rebound and then I'll keep my recursion. And then nice scrape. Brings us even more glory. We can do better with the all for one. What's in our draw? Some good stuff is in our draw. This is what I wanted. I think. If we want energy, we should use recursion now, so that we can use our free recursion. Then we use compile. No, do we use compile driver? No, we use all for one. Because my draw pile is empty right now. So we bring it back every single zero cost card in our entire deck. And, you know, zap just makes sense. Dual cast is good. Recursion for even more glory. He is now sadly running low on health. So I think we try and draw. But see, drawing does damage to him. Huh. And dual cast is gonna do damage to him. Yeah. Well, we can do recursion and just end our turn, I guess. Well, this is a nice simple thing. Okay. Let's end our turn. Are there any other recursions that we could draw? No. So what is he doing? He wants to debuff me. You know what? Fine. You can do that. Let's just do a cool-headed. Compile driver will do only 8 damage and we'll draw 2. But let's do skim first. Wait, why do we have a frost thing? So in our discard right now, there's 1 dual cast and 1 recursion. Please don't die. He's not gonna die. Is there any card that I can... defragment, and then we'll just never play Zap again. Wait, is he taking damage when we play cards? I hope not. Scrape is... like, we can never play All for One again, because it's gonna do too much damage to him. No, we shouldn't play Scrape, because these cards are gonna come into our hand anyway. So maybe we just... wait this one out. Yeah, let's end this turn. Because we get our recursion. We get All for One, which does only 8 damage, so that's not so bad. I feel like... let's skim first. Oh well, but now All for One is useless. That was a bad move. That was a bad move. And there's nothing. Well, Skim is in my discard, so you know what? This is a good opportunity to bring Skim back. He still is at 30 health. Okay. So let's draw a card. I feel like he's taking more damage than he should. Well, this is not bad. How much damage will All for One? Only 8? But why is it... hang on. No, he is taking more damage the more cards we play. So if we have a big turn, then it's just making his life worse. Listen, I'm sorry, I'm trying to help you out. And at this point, I don't want him to do extra damage to me. So I guess we'll just kill him. Who knows, maybe the heart fight is gonna go long enough. Really, dude? Do we take a non-free recursion? Or... is there... I mean, depending on the situation. Or do we take a non-free recursion, or do we just upgrade our final recursion? So if we have 3 upgraded recursions, I think we say no. If we have 3 upgraded recursions, I don't think we then want more stuff. So let's Glacier, Rebound Claw, and then we're not going to take... do you want to bring something from our... we could channel Glacier. We could do Glacier again. But let's not. That Daze was pretty bad. Recursion is just a good idea. I'll scrape you. This way, if I didn't get You're doing a lot of damage? Okay. Now you're doing no damage. Wait, is this my... Is defragment in my discard pile? Excuse me? Why? Skim... Compile driver. I guess we'll just kill one of these guys. Self-repair, I guess, just to get it out. Recursion again. Draw more. Compile driver on you. And we've drawn every bad thing in the world. Channel 1 Frost. We'll draw a Zap, or this way we don't take any damage. And I think better not to take damage. We only have 1 zero cost. Well, now we have 2 zero costs in our discard. We have 3 orbs. Man, Compile Driver would be so nice if you had extra orb slots. I guess I'll do this. Oh, hey, we can get some good recursive action going on. Except, what am I even gonna do? Well, I guess I can just win this fight. That's a thing. Okay. Energy potion actually could be... Fusion has to be... Upgraded fusion has to be it. Okay. Early defragment is nice. Cool-headed. We want to take out, I think... Donu first. We do have a zero cost thing that we can... You know what? We want All for One to be in our hand for the next turn, so we'll do it like this. Rebound. All for One again on you. Claw. Charge battery, and then next turn we'll have an obscenely high number of well, maybe not as obscenely high as I would have liked, but still pretty decent. All right. Let's draw. This is a good idea. That means this is a good idea. Well, let's do Compile Driver first. You know what? Now that we have multiple plasmas, what zero cost stuff could we draw? You know what? We were so close to being able to go infinite. But like going infinite isn't that hard. Like for that achievement for beating a boss on turn 1. It's not difficult to do. And you can farm for it pretty easily. Let's just be happy that this run is going as well as it is. Yeah, let's dual cast. We didn't draw any of our things, huh? at this point, we have lots of recursions, so let's do all for one. Let's draw again. Recursion again. We might actually be able to get this. The what am I saying? I'll just bring a recursion back. I could bring all for one back. You know what? I'll bring all for one back because both of my free recursions are in there. So now I do recursion. Recursion. Our claws are also getting kind of delicious. Do we just bring all for one back again? Well, let's... No, we don't want to dual cast because we don't want to lose our stuff. My draw... Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll do it like this. We'll bring all for one back again. Surely we're close to getting the achievement. And at this point, I will do Glacier just to make sure I don't take damage. Well, let's play cool-headed. Let's see what we get. Let's now scrape. We did. Yeah, we didn't get what we needed. Yeah, let's just make sure that we don't take... Is it even necessary? You know what? I'm gonna live dangerously. I'm gonna keep my 2 plasma. Okay. Now we've got to be a little serious about how we're doing this. I guess let's do recursion. Recursion. Self-repair just to get it out. Cool-headed. Charge battery just for the block. This for the draw. This also for the draw. Can we get a triple plasma going on? Yes, we can. Wait, what actually is the achievement? Or have I misinterpreted it? I feel like... Is it channeling plasma in one turn or in one combat? It might be in one turn. In which case I'm just wrong about this. Let me look this up. Slay the Spire achievements. I think it might be one turn, yeah. Have 9 energy. Channel 9 plasma in a single turn, yeah. So it could have potentially been done if... You know what? How would we do it? How many upgraded... how would we do it in one turn? With the... we would have to draw... well, we'll get another chance to do this exact thing in the next fight. But the next fight isn't going to be as easy. So we would have to... I think you'd have to have multiple fusions. Multiple fusions, upgraded recursion. And I think there's a card that you can play that channels a lot of plasma. It's a... yeah. So in one turn, yeah. Okay, you know what? It's okay. We tried. I know people were probably yelling at the screen. You're wrong. You're wrong about the achievement. Yeah. I'm wrong. I get it. I'm wrong. I'm always wrong. I'm wrong about everything. Yeah, you'd have to have a proper infinite, and not the cheap knockoff version of the infinite that we have right now. Because we'd have to have 3 plasma orbs, and then we'd have to draw... yeah, it would be very tight. It would be very tight. I do not think this fight is gonna last long enough for us to I mean, I could I could make this fight go on longer, but I've already used my I've already used up my... whatever those cards that exhaust are. How are you not dead, man? Go. Stop. Okay, and we don't get any rewards for winning. All you do is you do a bit of chip damage to the heart. But the heart goes up, and so do we. And this is turning out to be another one of those 4-hour runs. I'm feeling pretty good about this. You know what will make me feel better about this? Another free recursion. Oh, we're not gonna have enough money for a card removal? What a cruel twist of fate. Should we get a second self-repair? Honestly, wouldn't be a bad idea. So what would we have removed? We would have removed a strike. And we would have felt so nice about it. I mean... we can't afford any potions. A swift potion would have been nice. Liquid memories would have been expensive, but also nice. I guess we just take self-repair, and it's gonna be useless in the fight against the heart, but it might save us a bit of damage in the fight against those other jokers. Or do we not take this? Let's power, block, energy. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Because there are powers that synergize with having more powers in your deck. Alright. So we have no draw. Well, no, we have some draw. We might have to just use our hologram. I think we have to use our hologram to get Sweeping Beam back. Really? Hoisted by my own petard. Might as well use recursion and bring our claw back. Sorry, I meant all for one. Oh my goodness. Here's some of our lovely draw. Man, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing to me? So then I need to do this to not take this horrible damage. Oh my god, are you serious? Dual cast is good. We didn't get either of our skims. Are there any good zero costs? There are literally no zero costs left. Well, we need... If we don't get our skims, which we should, we have quite a bit of draw. Are you serious right now? Oh, I should have channeled. Excuse me. Hang on. I'm gonna restart this. I'm not happy with how this went. Game to focus. Do we just hold on to our hologram? Because... What did Sweeping Beam do for us? It gave us self-repair, which we can cast whenever we want. So, and it doesn't even do anything for us right now. What I'm gonna do is... I'm not gonna use hologram. I'll do this. I'll use Sweeping Beam. So we know the next card that the game is going to draw for us is an unupgraded self-repair. So we do Sweeping Beam regardless. We'll do Fusion. This at least puts it in our discard for all for one. Actually, that's actually bad. You know why that's bad? It's because I'm drawing it and then I'm not actually using it. So you're doing 18. You're doing 20. You do 6 extra damage if I'm not looking at you. Sorry, you're doing 10. You do 6 extra damage if I'm not doing any. If I'm not looking at you, you're doing 4 extra damage. So let me again do it like this. Fusion. All for one. And then don't use the recursions so that it just goes into our discard pile. And then end the turn, we keep the hologram for a genuine emergency. We have to turn around at some point. Man, what is going on in this fight? Rebound Claw, I guess? We'll end by just striking at the guy behind us. This is just a miserable... miserable first turn. Look at that. Ugh, damage. Now he's got 30 shield. So what 0 cost could we draw? Zap, recursion, and that's it. And dual cast. Okay. So let's act... no, because if I do scrape, it could discard things that I genuinely need. Let me do compile driver. Let me do charge. Let me do compile driver again. Let me do compile driver again. Where the fuck are my skims? Both of my skims have so far refused to show up. And I'm running out of things that I can do. So at this point I will do recursion. I will do Glacier. I'll do... I mean, it doesn't really matter what I do. It kind of does, but I really need the defense for now. We can get more plasma later. Okay. Unplayable ethereal, alright. Fine. Really? Our last 5 cards to draw were our defragment and our 2 skins. Well, I guess this kind of makes sense. I'll do this again. Scrape is gonna just discard all of my important cards. I'm gonna use my block potion right now. 34, and then we are avoiding any additional damage. Burns are... bad news for us. So is finding recursion right now. Our discard pile has nothing in it. So let's draw now. Things are getting interesting. So now let's do... Did we... We drew and discarded our plasma. Hilarious. I can't even play my skims because we just drew everything at the wrong fucking time. Like, what the fuck is our draw like in this battle? You know what? I'm gonna take another crack at this because I really don't like how this battle how we're being treated in this fight. I'm gonna have to use everything. What power do we get? Machine learning. We gotta do this. Okay. We can gain 2 focus for the rest of this fight. I might have to do that. I want to save it for the next boss fight. Oh man, what is this fucking battle? Well, let's hope the one more draw can somehow do something for us. Because right now we are in a world of pain. Block. We have to end with an attack on the guy in the back. Channel 1 Frost, draw 2 cards. Keep our plasma, or keep at least 1 plasma. Scrape. Could draw recursion and zap. Charge battery is just a good idea. Okay, so what do we want to keep? Right now, this Joker is trying to do 45 damage to us. I mean, it'll go down when we turn around, but it's still not good. And if I scrape, I just risk losing too many good cards. I'm just gonna pop the self-repair, and his back attack is worn off. Okay. Recursion. Zap. We need to keep one plasma. Another self-repair right now. If I don't do Glacier, I'm also kind of dead. What could I draw that only Skim can help me? Only Skim can help me. We drew Skim and we drew Hologram. I guess I kind of lied. Hologram can also help, because what Hologram can do is I can put Plasma, or sorry, Fusion back. But you know what? Let's start doing a bit of this action. Finally, defragment. Finally, some claw action. Maybe I should have used Hologram on Fusion. Was it? Sure. Well, no, we got recursion. We got lucky. We got recursion. And now if I do Glacier, how much armor do I have? Pretty good amount. Now if I do Glacier, we can make it so that we're not losing. So what zero cost stuff could we draw that we need? We could get recursion again. But let's do compile driver. Let's do recursion, that's good. Let's do zap for more armor. All for one would be pretty great. Let's do dual cast. Getting... So now we are almost at the point where we're not taking any more damage. Hologram could give us Skim, which is a potential option. This might have saved us, because we do this, we claw, and we don't want to lose the chance of getting all for one. So for my last trick, I will use Hologram on recursion. I'll play it now so that I can do this and draw a burn. I can do Hologram again on recursion again, but what would that accomplish? Nothing. Is there some other zero cost claw? I could do claw. I could do claw and then maybe kill him. I think that makes sense. Depending on if the lightning orb is feeling lucky. Either way, we're not taking damage this turn, so we didn't kill him. We'll kill him next turn. These burns are being a bit of a nuisance. So how are we gonna do this? Before we put all of our zero cost cards back, Let's actually put all for one back. Because now we can do this. And any little chip damage will kill you. So let's... Before we do said chip damage, let's channel this plasma. And now we have enough space for compile driver. And we've drawn all for one again. Which we should play after we use up our 0 costs. Could we get the 9 plasma in a 1 turn achievement? The only way we can draw is by doing this. So, if we do intend to do that, we would have to do it like this. You are trying to buff yourself. We've played everything. Now we need to we need to kill you. I should have used rebound. I'm a doofus. You know what? Let's start drawing. Okay, we have lethal. Can we stall this fight a little bit? Well, let's do fusion right now, I guess. Is our turn over? I think our turn might be over. Yeah, I don't think we're in the same turn that we were when we had all that other stuff going on. So, let's just kill you. Heal back 17. Tungsten rod is actually tremendous. Do we want to take a charge battery? Maybe? Well, energy isn't gonna be the thing that kills us. It's gonna be... You'll gain 1 artifact. You know what? Yeah, let's get charge battery. A bit of extra block. No, there is no recursion in our draw. So what do we do with our last bit of... I'm a fool. All of my recursions were in the discard. I was looking at my discard pile thinking it's my draw pile. Welp. We drew fusion late because I drew 1 card less in the previous turn. Okay. for real this time. Let me just see what happens if we do scrape first. You know what? That's a good scrape. That's a really good scrape. Let's do a claw. Let's gain some stuff next turn. Let's get the self-repair out. Okay, maybe this is the the jolt that we needed. So rebound recursion. Or rebound compile driver. I think we just want more draw, really. We should prioritize drawing. Glacier has shown up at the wrong time. But it's okay, I guess. I'll do this. Now we've sort of messed up what the seeding is in this battle. So it's hard to say what's gonna happen for the rest of this, because yeah, the draw is completely different now. I will channel a frost. I will do a claw. Compile driver could do some good stuff for us. Some very good stuff, actually, because we will draw 3. We did get a fusion. Do we want to cash in the fusion? We want to draw as much as we can. Yeah. So we'll cash in the fusion. Then play cool-headed. Defragment is huge to get relatively early. Don't think we have any more draw. Not really. So we should just play all for 1 now. That way we can play our claw. We can play our claw. We can zap. We can recursion. Maybe I shouldn't have zapped. And ooh, I wanted to play charge battery, but I will accept this. Oh, you know what? I should use my focus potion. Oof. That was rough, but this time we have way more health than we did previously. And we have a focus potion. Recursion. So let's think about this, because I want to keep my plasma orb. If I do recursion, that'll play it, put it in front, and then I think it'll go back to the front. If I do this. Yeah, so we gain more block. In fact, this is enough block to do I want to do this though? What what I can do is I can hologram the fusion back, right? I can hologram the fusion back. So it is worth doing. Let's just draw. I mean, and in fact, the fusion has come back without me even needing to hologram, so we can hologram something else. So let's get rid of some of our low-cost cards. But we do have to use fusion, though. And I think at this point, both of our claws are in the deck. So we kind of need to skim, hoping that we get some good draw. Okay. We did get one recursion. Which we should use up right now. And now what I don't want to have happen is I don't want to draw all for one right now. So what would I like to draw? I'd like to draw a claw. If I draw all for one, I'm gonna have to pop my energy potion just to get more value out of that. Guess let's live a little dangerously. Let's I guess let's draw two. We drew recursion, which is actually pretty good. Pile driver again. And what zero costs are in my draw? Only one claw, but lots of recursions. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. That's a good amount of health that we have. So we can scrape to get that claw, which might not be a bad idea. If we can get it to show up without that, it would be even better. There we go. Now is a very good time to use all for one. Actually, next turn would have been an even better time to use all for one. Hang on, don't we have the relic where we keep a lot of our block if it's above 15? Okay, so we're good. We're good. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We are fine. We don't have any draw left though. And scrape wouldn't do anything because all of our zero costs are already gone. So we need to first use all for one because we want to keep our plasma orb. We don't want to dual cast or zap. Okay. Claw. Claw. Do we just scrape and get in like a, or do we want to draw charge battery next turn? That might be a thing. We haven't used our hologram yet. Dual cast. What I could do is use hologram to bring all for one back. which I think has to be the play. Yeah, so this is the first hologram we're playing. Okay. Okay, now these claws are becoming pretty big. Do we evoke again? No, we do recursion. Recursion. Dual cast recursion, and then we do not scrape, I don't think. Yeah, because now we need to start drawing again. So we should keep 15 of this armor. 20 of this armor. Excuse me, because we gain some from the orb itself at the end of the turn. So now 42 damage that we can just survive and just play cards like normal. No more draw, which is a little scary. Do we use recursion now? Or do we save it for next turn? I think we... save it for... I mean, we're not going to be able to save it, but I'm saying, do we save our plasma orb for next turn? And I think the answer to that has to be yes. And we're actually blocking most of his damage by just standing there, right? He is killing us now though, so that's a bit of an issue. So now, okay, that's my discard pile. Do we want to just put Glacier, like redraw Glacier? Do you want to redraw Skim? I think you gotta redraw. We'll play Charge Battery maybe, but... Wait, hang on. Then... Why wasn't Skim drawn again? I feel like I've been scammed. Alright, so let's now do recursion. Now Glacier will give us enough block to survive. And put the plasma orb back in front. Actually, we're at this point we only have exactly enough to survive. But with the charge battery, we will have enough, and we also have the block potion. I kind of want to exhaust the self-repair. There's a Skim. Now... There's enough interesting stuff in my deck that I'm willing to do this. So will everything fit? Everything will fit. Okay. Feel like at this point, I'm gonna use the energy potion. Doing a big turn now to set up a big turn later. Channeling plasma gives us more energy. While I know I'm safe, I'm gonna exhaust that self-repair. Now we'll do cool-headed. Hopefully we get something good. There we go. Claw. Recursion. Now, if I get all for one, I can hologram one of the recursions that I used and use it on the plasma orb. I did get all for one. That's kind of not a great time to get it. So do I draw more, or I will draw more. Skim. Oh, I fucked up. I would have had to use hologram instead of trying to draw more. Now, what could I have played? One more claw. I think it's a wash. I think it's a wash. But now we need plasma again. Or like some sort of... I tried rebound skim and it really felt like it didn't work. Or we just cash in our plasma now and do some sort of big move. So what's in our draw? I don't want to, like, I would rather not lose my plasma if I can help it. So, if I dual cast, I think, because we have so much draw in this turn, I think I might just have to see what we can do. Oh, easy does it. Another nice hit. 0 cost on that. Let's actually... Should we bring our Glacier back next turn? Trying to do a... I don't know what I'm trying to do. But I think... I think I'll do... I still have the block potion. Oh, well, I can cash in the Glacier now. Otherwise... I mean, I should. And now we just have a lot of block for the next turn. So we can survive this as well. So all for one makes sense. I think we're gonna win this. I think we're gonna win this. But it truly did take everything. Do we have any draw left? We don't. Let's just go all in and see, maybe we can go in with some surplus block next turn. Okay. Fusion Orb is a sight for sore eyes, because this makes Compile Driver very interesting. But let's do Recursion first. We could do Fusion again, but I'll wait. We could do, yeah, we can set up a big turn for next turn. We just gotta make sure we are surviving this turn. This is a completely fresh draw, which is very scary. Oh, this is huge. So how do I want to do this? Channel 1 Frost right now, then Recursion, get the energy, then Fusion, get more energy and a bit of block. Rebound, Recursion, Compile Driver. Or Rebound, Scrape. Let's do Rebound. Recursion. Compile Driver. Oh, this is very scary. What in our discard could help us? Recursion? Not really. Skim? It's gotta be Skim. And then as a last ditch effort, we will Scrape. So we do Compile Driver, hoping we get what? Hoping we get all... Well, hoping we get our claws, right? We just really need our claws. And then we need All for One to bring them back. Alternatively, we need to survive one more turn. So how much health do we have? So what? I think we gotta do it like this. Glacier, does that save us? Let's think about this. We gain 10 block. We channel 2 frost, which means we channel a plasma orb. Which means, theoretically, we get our energy back. So we gain, block goes from 20 to, let's say, 28. 28 plus 25 is 53. I mean, this is the only thing that gives us more energy. Oh yeah, and we gained a little bit more because of the... So I use hologram... Do I just use hologram to put Glacier back? Because... No, then I won't... If I put Glacier back, I won't be able to play it. I can use hologram to put Skim in my hand. But let's see. So we will get 10 more block from... I think we need to use our... We have to use our block potion. Or there's no... There's nothing else that really even needs to be said. The problem... Scrape just feels too risky, because if we... Because if we draw all for one, then we might be fucked. Let's look at our discard pile. Let's see what we do. If we... Hang on. We can use... hologram to bring back compile driver and then draw without discarding, or we draw 4 more. Like, we've got to do something. Well, let's just use hologram. What's the safest thing to do? We cannot do Glacier again, sadly. We could do fusion again. Just try and get the fusion achievement in this fight. Am I that insane? No, I'm not that insane. Maybe cool-headed? Hang on. What are my orbs right now? I don't remember. Okay. Plasma orb. Draw 2 cards and channel 1 frost will give us more. I think we gotta do Skim. I'm gonna play Skim and I hope I don't regret it. We got dual cast, which is dual cast cool-headed? And charge battery. There's a claw. There's more recursion. And now we're almost at the point where we are not taking damage. If we draw a claw, we've won. Or we could just wait to draw all for one. So let's see. So 72 damage. We have more than 72 block. How about we just do a strike? Well, I can't do scrape now anyway. We have exactly 72 block. And he's not doing anything this turn, so I think we've won. GG. GG. I had to reset, so wasn't as clean as I would have liked. But the main reason was I was in a very good position in one of these. Well, let's take a look at this cutscene. He blows a hole through the heart with his X-Men Cyclops eye beam, and then just climbs out, and we get a very cool looking cutscene with the binary code in the background. And we unlocked the Defect beta artwork. Okay. Gold-plated cables. Turnip, runic capacitor. Maybe one of these relics would have been an awesome relic that would have made it an easy fight. But listen. Listen. At least now it's done. And it's another it's gonna be another double episode, because how long is this video? This video is 4 hours and 40 minutes long, but I'm gonna cut out my failed attempt at the heart, which I had to abort because I'll see if I can find in this nearly 5-hour clip where that point was, where I realized it, because it might be funny to some people, but yeah. Anyway, we gotta talk to this guy again. He's just a sleepy dude, isn't he? Well, it's done. We won. We needed everything in the end, and then I guess it wasn't that close in the end, but we did need every part of our build to come in. We didn't. We had only one rare card, and that was all for one. This one, if we hadn't picked it up, I think it showed up at the last possible time. If we hadn't picked it up, this run was over. Maybe. So how would we get the Channel 9 plasma in a single turn? Which is another way of saying how can you go infinite as the defect. Very similar to what we did right now, but don't have any orbs that aren't plasma orbs, right? That's sort of my... And you can help yourself with some of these holograms as well. So we'll farm for these achievements later. There were probably a couple points where I could have gotten the Channel 9 plasma if I'd planned it correctly. Like in that Donu and Deka fight, definitely. That was when I realized I was reading the achievement wrong. But we'll get it some other time. What I really just wanted to get done and over with was the heart kill. And that's another couple of achievements done. The first achievement we got was Sapphire Plus, completing the ending with the defect, and that also gave us this achievement, complete the ending with the 3 classic characters, and we also got it done with the Watcher as well for good measure. Don't remember what this achievement is. It better not be something like beat Ascension 20 with every character. It probably is. Alright. So that's... just like that, a pretty solid majority of the achievements in this game done. And maybe next time we will do a daily run. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Whew, but I've got a lot of editing to do in this video. I've got that failed run to remove, except for maybe showing you the part where I realized I was looking at the wrong pile of cards when I played All for One. I was looking at my draw pile, and all of the zero cost cards were there, or something like that. I don't exactly remember what the mistake was, but it was a real, like a Mr. Bean level incompetent moment, and I didn't want that to be the reason that I lost the run. So I gave it another go, and on the second go, got it done. So we're just gonna call that a win. Anyway, that's gonna be all for this one. Hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, take care.